Alright, so we're gonna sort of make this chair here. So I'm going to make the sweeps that are sort of the horizontal sweeps. There's a U at the top that goes to the back, and a U at the bottom that goes to the back, and a U in the middle that goes to the front. So we're going to use the sweep command to make those and set the planes to make them in. So I'm going to go to create sweep, and I'm going to go to sketch path, and I can set the working plane that I want to work on. So I set up those working planes. So if I go to rail bottom and click OK, right, I can then come in and just draw in the path, making sure to click to the intersections of these reference planes. And once I do that, I can hit escape a couple of times, then hit the big green check because I'm done with my path. If I go to the 3D view, it gives me a little plane to put the profile on. So I want to go to select profile, edit profile, and just draw a circle from the draw area on here. And once I do that, I'm just going to go to annotate and diameter and give myself a diameter for that. And the dimensions are really big, so I'm going to come down to the bottom left and change that to 1 to 1. So dimensions are really smaller, and I'm going to pick that. Go to create parameter up here, and I'm just going to name this frame diameter, right? Click OK. And now if I click off of the object, it'll take me back to where I can do the big check. And then if I check again, right, it sweeps that thing around, and then I can come into my family type dialog box, and I can go ahead and set my frame diameter to something a little smaller, like, you know, 1/2 inch. So it's not so big. And if I wanted that to be, you know, up closer. So now I've got that guy. One last thing I forgot to do while I was in the sweep, or actually once we get out of the sweep, the form is there and you can add a material parameter to it. So just pick the form itself and click on the little gray box and go to new parameter and just type in frame mat for that, and that'll give us access to the material in the project. Okay, so now we want to go back to reference level. Oops. And we're just going to make the top one, and if it bothers you to see this, you can pick it and hide element, right, and it'll hide it. But I'm just going to go to create sweep, and instead of the bottom rail, I'm going to set the top and click OK, and then go back to my modify sweep and sketch the path one, making sure I get to the intersections of these reference planes, right, 2, 3, and just repeat the process. So check, go to my 3D view, you can see it's up at the top. And now I'm going to go ahead and select the profile, edit the profile, go to circle, pick my circle, go to annotate, do a diameter dimension here, and pick that diameter dimension and put the same parameter on it that I had on the bottom one, so they'll both be the same. And then once that gets to there, I'll go to the material parameter and put the same material parameter on it. Go back to my reference level, and I'll go ahead and hide this guy too so it's not distracting me. And then I'll do the middle one, which goes the opposite way. So create sweep and set. So I'm going to set this to my middle and click OK. Go back to my sweep because it kind of takes me to another, go to sketch path. And this one's going to start up here and go the opposite way, right? Making sure always to get to the intersections. Hit escape, go to my 3D view, big green check, select profile, edit profile, go to the circle, place the circle on my thing, and then go ahead and go to annotate and diameter, right? Put that diameter dimension in there, pick it, and set it to the frame diameter. Hit select off of it, hit check a couple times, pick the form, and set the material parameter to it. Okay. Alright, when I come back, we'll do the verticals, right, that put it together.